Back, guys. Anyway, these are some more airplanes of interest here. This is the World War II, the fighter section of the museum, and this is a 109E3, and a little bit airplanes are pretty damn cool to actually get up and look and see them up close, and hopefully they still have the fiberglass one. This is obviously one of the newer marks, and this is one I started to copy when I was building my Spitfire, and I opted to go with the Mark IV, and as you can see, this airplane is extremely shiny. And I don't know why they did it that way, but anyway, it looks kind of weird to me. But over here is an actual
Britain's Chain-Hung Radar was the first to be organized into a complete defense.
Yeah, we got the P-38, of course. P-40. But here's one I want to be really kind of really talking to you guys about. And this was where the Spitfire was going to be brought before we lost it. And this is one of my airplanes. This is one of my first ones that I built. This is a Platt. And it flew really extremely well. That is, this is a Rolly propeller, and this is one that I built, oh god, 20 years ago. It's been here a long time. The tail wheel doesn't retract, but everything else does, and this is a good flying airplane. That tank is actually covered in monocoque, believe it or not. But that's where the Spitfire was supposed to end up, and this is an airplane that I helped restore in Everett. That is actually one that we redid over in the Museum of Flight, the restoration spot. And all the skin is brand new on this airplane. And yeah, this was done with me and Jerry Regis. So we did this, and then I painted this airplane. And I'm not going to show you the screw-ups, but anyway, it was just something that we did. But I've been involved with the Museum of Flight for a great number of years, and this was all done on the deal. It is not and never will be airworthy. It doesn't even have any pistons in it, but it is accurate to pretty much where it needs to be. The guns, however, are complete, and they're. Now this old monster was involved in a crash. It was in a collision over the Puget Sound, and it went to the bottom, and it pulled it out, and we restored this airplane. Actually, this airplane was pulled out and done. It's complete, and this one is in fact actually airworthy and has flown. It's a tricky airplane to work on, and it's just so awkward, but this is one that we actually did do and have flown, but it's so rare that this is a D model. And anyway, it was basically set aside and decided it was too valuable to fly because of its designation. And this is actually a Goodrich or a Goodyear built airplane, and it was built right here in Washington State, and it was always done here at Whidbey Island. And yeah, and the wing tanks that are down here, the drop tanks, were the same tanks that were on it when It was pulled out of the drink, and it was in Brackwater. This airplane engine that you're looking on here, this 2800 8W right here, was the actual engine that was in that airplane. And it was actually remarkably in fairly decent shape, but it was just kind of tore up. But anyhow, this is something that was actually in fact done. The wings do work on this airplane. Everything does work, and if you plug a mule to it, it'll work. The gear cycles, everything else. Unlike that Wildcat, the FM2 over there, nothing works on it. So it's kind of crazy. Anyway, I'll go running around over here. These are the only two airplanes I ever really had any hand in doing. The Big Stud. Many guys have seen this. This airplane is also airworthy, and it is out of its annual, but it is absolutely 100% flyable. And this is a big damn airplane compared to a lot of them that you actually look at. This thing is freaking huge. This Yak is on loan. This airplane is brand new. This one was built by Warbirds Incorporated out of Twin Falls, Idaho, and it replaced the old one that used to hang up above it that was actually fiberglass. It was actually molded off of one and used in a clothing store for a lot of years, for those of you that have been here. But this airplane is 100% brand new and was built in Twin Falls, Idaho. There are no used parts on this airplane. This airplane has never seen combat, but it is accurate to every detail. And just like I said, I've had a lot to say with a lot of things with this museum for a very long time, for the last 25 years as a matter of fact. And I just love doing it. So we'll go run up here in a minute and run up to the World War I. And I probably World War I stuff, and that's my favorite part of this museum, funny enough. Yeah, I'm sorry to be kind of short and not real specific on any airplanes. It's just, yeah, we get 10 minutes at a time here, and we try to get as much as we can get it done. But anyway, we're gonna go up there. Another thing for you Mustang builders out there and stuff like that, that little strip right there, it wasn't painted, it's stainless steel. Just so you know. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Thanks for watching.